All right, what is up, motherflowers? We're live here. My phone's going off, so that let me know that I'm live. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. Anywho, yeah, what up, y'all? It's me. It's Steve, back at it one more time here, live here on the YouTube channel. This will be my WWE Monday Night Raw review for November the 13th, 2017. This is the go-home show for Survivor Series as for Monday Night Raw. And tonight's Raw, we learned a couple things. The McMahon family as a whole is a very, very dysfunctional, messed up family. You have a sister wanting her own brother's head on a plate. You have a messed up father in Kurt Angle who will let his son get pedigreed by Triple H. Literally just get pedigreed and not do a single thing about it. I tell you, man, I tell you, the Raw roster, the families here, listen, don't trust your loved ones, I'm telling you right now. But anywho, guys, thank you all for tuning into the stream. If you're not watching on the live stream, you're watching on the playback, what have you, thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can leave a comment, give it a like, share. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub button. It'll have fun stuff down below. This week, I will give you guys an NXT War Games recap as well, to make sure you tune in for that. And I'll be most likely be doing a SmackDown Live review as well on this channel tomorrow. All right, let's get into this review. All right, I almost said SmackDown, I don't know why, but Survivor Series. There I go again. Monday Night Raw. I tell you, we kicked off with pretty much Stephanie McMahon literally chastising Kurt Angle. She's literally demanding, Kurt Angle to pretty much serve Shane's head on a plate. And she literally threatened to fire him. Like, literally, we've been knowing that from last week. But, yeah, now she made it clear. Like, she doesn't just want Kurt Angle to just break Shane's ankle here. She literally wants him to, like, do damage. Like, literally destroy, decimate the entire SmackDown Live roster here. Hyping up Survivor Series. And, I guess, also Team Raw. And it looked like she was about to fire Kurt Angle here. It looked like it. But out of nowhere, out came the Shield. And the Shield were there. They not only did they issue a challenge to the New Day, but they also took a jab at Stephanie McMahon here. Talking about the last time, that Stephanie was even around was when Stephanie took a table bump because of her husband at WrestleMania. But again, this whole purpose here again was for Stephanie to chastise Kurt Angle here, to make her point across, like, hey, listen, she wants Shane's head on a plate, as ridiculous and silly that may sound. And as well as, hey, for the Shield to challenge the New Day. As you all know, last week, the New Day came out. It was the last week, I think it was last week. The New Day came out, and they cost Rollins and Ambrose the tag titles, which are now the Bar, almost an Ambrose. Cesaro and Sheamus are the new tag team champions. And now, again, the New Day and the Shield, because apparently now the New Day also accepted the challenge, so we're getting the match at Survivor Series. It should be a fun match. I'm not saying they're going to go all out here, but we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. Then we get our first match of the night here. We get a triple threat match to see who will be the final member of Team Raw for the women's team, if you will. We had Bayley versus Mickie James versus Dana Brooke, of all women, right? Dana fucking Brooke. How is she still around is beyond me, okay? But you had at ringside, you had Asuka, Nia Jax, Alicia Fox, and Sasha Banks, who were at ringside, right? And the match, for what it was a short match. It didn't really, go as far here, just, whatever match that was just there. What I'll say about this, though, near the end of it, so Dana, the ring, or she rolls out of the ring, and I guess Asuka, for some odd reason, decides to, check up on Dana Brooke to see if she's okay. And I guess Dana Brooke decides to, shove Asuka or, smack her in the face, something like that, which got Asuka angry. So Asuka gets in the ring, chases Dana Brooke, and eventually she gets Dana Brooke. She attacks Dana Brooke, what have you, which at the same time, to me, was strange, because why would Asuka be so concerned for Dana Brooke, of all fucking people? But then it came down to Mickie James and Bayley. And it seemed like Bayley was gonna win, but no. It seemed like Mickie James was gonna win. But we all knew Bayley got the winner. She hit the belly to belly for the 1, 2, 3. And I'll be honest, at the same time, I'm surprised because there were talks of Paige being backstage for the event, how apparently she took a Snapchat picture, I guess, with Renee Young. There were picture reporters speculating that, hey, she will be at Survivor Series, she'll be the new member of Team Raw, what have you. And I would have gone that route, but at the same time, I think it makes more sense, I think, if you debut her more on the pay-per-view and get that buzz going, get that reaction go from people. Oh my God, on one of the big four, we get the return of Paige. So I pretty much, I'm pretty much, I get the feeling that we'll see the return of Paige either at Survivor Series or the Raw after. One or the other. Okay? We then had Enzo Amore and Drew Gulak versus Kalisto and Akira Tozawa. I'll be honest, I did not care for this match. Not one bit. I really didn't care. It's not because I felt like, oh my God, let's go. Well, I don't think I care like that, but I just felt like it was a skippable match. Okay? To my understanding, though, Enzo Amore got the pinfall win at Tozawa after hitting the Jordunzo. So, needless to say, I didn't really miss much, okay? But to my understanding, tomorrow on 205 Live, for those of you that actually watch 205, like those 5 of you that actually watch it, tomorrow they'll be celebrating Kalisto's birthday. Whoop-de-freaking-do. So there you go with that. We then had a Miz TV segment. We had The Bar. We had The Bar as guests, and they're hyping up, you know, their win, how they're not a part of Team Raw, they're for themselves, and how, you know, they kept their eye on the prize, and how at Survivor Series they're going to beat the Usos, how they're going to jailbreak the Uso penitentiary, and how they claim, the Bar here, Cesaro and Sheamus, they are the real tag team champions of the WWE. I like that. I like the whole, building up to this match, even though it's like on 2 weeks' notice, fine. I would prefer, again, I'm pretty sure all of us were expecting to see Ambrose and Rollins versus the Usos, but at the same time here, I'm wondering, with all this being said, are the Usos now a babyface? I'm wondering that, but nonetheless, I do feel it'll be a good match. We might see here who is the real tag team champion of the WWE here. All right, after this, we get Jason Jordan versus Bray Wyatt. So apparently, during the whole segment with Stephanie McMahon and Kurt Angle, right, they're talking about how Team SmackDown Live got John Cena, as we all know, as a free agent. He can go wherever show he pleases to, at the 5th member of Team SmackDown Live. And in response, Stephanie McMahon literally roasted Kurt Angle because he got Jason Jordan, who is Kurt Angle's son, as the 5th member. And she was just very, again, just doubtful about the whole thing. So I guess this was Kurt Angle's way to make his son prove himself. Hey, he belongs in Team Raw. He belongs alongside with his father. So he placed him in the match with Bray Wyatt. And I'll be honest, in my mind, I'm like, okay, they're going to have Jason Jordan get the win here. I was just saying that in my mind, like, all right, they might just do that. But boy, holy crap, I did not think they'd actually do it. And of all things, a roll-up-pin. So now, we forget about Sister Abigail. Remember, Bray Wyatt was supposed to be Sister Abigail for a couple of weeks ago, what have you. That just went completely out the window. And Bray Wyatt is going back to being the eater of pins. Whoop-de-freaking-do. But after the whole match, Bray Wyatt went on to attack Jason Jordan, attacked the leg, and essentially taking out Jason Jordan out of Team Raw, which I'll get into just a little bit as well. We get a promo between Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, literally them addressing now the new opponent for Survivor Series. No longer Jinder Mahal, no longer the modern-day Maharaja. It's literally now Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles at Survivor Series here, okay? And Paul Heyman on the mic, again, it's always amazing, all right? He talked about how, one thing that AJ Styles brings is speed, how speed always kills, but at the same time, again, just Paul being Paul, hyping up Brock, how people should definitely order Survivor just for the match itself is Brock versus AJ Styles. All this time, Brock has faced guys that were bigger, stronger than him, and now is a possibility. It could be a dream match. Literally, it's a dream match in a way. I get that. At the same time, this whole thing was happening, I guess someone in the crowd decided to propose to his wife or whatever, to his girlfriend, I guess, whatever it was. And the crowd was chanting, she said yes, she said yes, she said yes, which literally got Paul Heyman to respond, what have you. The crowd went crazy. But at the same time, my only knock on this whole thing, okay, is this, okay? Raw tonight was in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, Atlanta, Hot Atlanta, whatever you want to call it, ATL. We hype up a Goldberg WWE 24 special, which is fine, great. I get it. Goldberg from Atlanta, how ironic, right? But at the same time, okay, you're in Atlanta, AJ's home state. You mean to tell me AJ Styles, who's currently the WWE champion, could not make an appearance on tonight's show as the WWE champion to confront Brock Lesnar? Because essentially, yeah, it's a good match all you want, but the hype is just like, man, where's the hype for this? Where's the build? Like, if anything, the build is, hey, AJ beat Jinder Mahal. But just that lack of interaction amongst both champions. I really wish they could have done that. I feel like, again, they missed an opportunity here. And I know I'm not the only one to feel this way. I know that for a fact. All right? Let's keep that 100 when I say that, all right? We then had The Shield versus The Miz and The Bar. The match was pretty cool for what it was. There's a moment where The Miz ran away and then came right back. But again, this is a very, very fun match. I'm assuming this was the match we were supposed to get at TLC until they changed it to like 5-on-3 or whatever it was, and then Roman got sick, and then they brought in Kurt, or maybe not. I'm not saying the match was a bad match. It was actually, like I said earlier, a good match. All the hell you want. All the guys literally, busted their asses here to make this match work. But it was all said and done, the Shield got the win with the Shield powerbomb. It's funny too how people now all of a sudden are like cheering for Roman Reigns. Like, oh yes, Roman now good guy. After all these months and years of people booing the hell out of Roman Reigns, now all of a sudden you get the Shield together and Roman is like a hero. I guarantee you though, like 2 months from now with the Royal Rumble, now I'm not saying Roman will win the Rumble, I'm not saying that, but around WrestleMania season, oh, Roman's a bad guy again. We hate Roman Reigns now. We hate him. That's the logic. I guarantee you that. We then had Jason Jordan backstage, I guess, begging his father to not make the choice of replacing him, what have you. And he pretty much talked about how this whole time he wanted to be like Kurt Angle, how he emulated Kurt Angle, how Kurt Angle is his idol, his role model, his father, of course, yes. How he wanted Kurt Angle to remember all the time that Kurt wrestled injured, how he shouldn't take this moment away from him. Like, this is, again, his dream to be a Survivor Series. Like, no, bro. Like, your dream should be to be WWE champion, to be a champion, period. Not to be in some meaningless match at Survivor Series. I'm sorry. But then Kurt Angle came out to the ring, and he looked like he was about to announce the new member to replace Jason Jordan. And then Jason Jordan came out. He was begging Kurt to reconsider. Don't do it, what have you. And then out came Stephanie McMahon to pretty much say how this is pathetic, what have you, just walked away. And then out came Triple H. And the whole crowd just went apeshit. The whole place in Atlanta lost their minds. And Triple H does like that Vince McMahon walk, like all angry and shit, gets in the ring and tells her, hey, if you won't do the decision, I'll do it for you. The new member of Team Raw, the 5th member, I guess replacing Jason Jordan here, is going to be Triple H. And the crowd goes crazy. And Jason Jordan has his look on his face like he's all sad, depressed with what happened here. Like he's begging his dad to change the choice because, again, he's the general manager, right? But then Triple H pedigrees Jason Jordan and just left him hanging there. And Kurt Angle, again, is the terrible father here, right? Just letting it all happen. Just standing there like, come on, dude. That's your son getting pedigreed here. Come on. Like, I'm telling you right now, yo, Kurt Angle's making Ric Flair feel like Father of the Year. I'd say that right now. But Triple H coming back is cool. I guess at the same time, you really got to get people talking about Survivor Series. And I'm not sure how ticket sales are right now. But with the changing that we've seen these past couple of days, with AJ now being WWE champion to face Brock Lesnar, and Triple H being part of Team Raw. Like, you have an all-star team on Raw when you think about it, right? You have, in one team on Raw, Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, Braun Strowman, Kurt Angle, and Triple H. And you also have on Team SmackDown, Shane McMahon, Bobby Roode, John Cena, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Randy Orton. Like, holy crap, it's like an all-star of just got talent there, literally in one ring. It's cool to see too, like this whole moment too. You see in the ring, you see Kurt Angle and Triple H after like 16 years later. You know, back in the day, they were somewhat of a feud. Like them two, 16 years later, here again in the ring, but this time they're wearing suits. How crazy is that? And they're both bald. Holy crap! All right, but that's with that. I mean, again, it should be very interesting to see what we're gonna get here, and we'll see. But apparently, yeah, Braun rose up. All right, so I'm getting alerts here that apparently Braun Strowman rose up from the ending. I'll get into that in a little bit too. But all right, so then after this, we get, for some reason, a tag team match here, a random tag team match between Finn Balor and Samoa Joe, who up against obviously the club here, Gallows and Anderson. And who do you think won? Who the hell do you think won this match? Like, if I were to tell you that Gallows and Anderson were going to get a win here, y'all wouldn't believe me. Y'all would laugh at it. But no, that didn't happen. Balor and Joe got the win after Finn Balor hit the coup de grace. And who got pinned from the club? As always, Carl Anderson. Of course he gets pinned all the time. Come on. It will not be a club loss without Anderson not getting pinned. I'm just saying, come on, think about it. Come on, kid. We also had commentary backstage where Alexa Bliss might be attending tomorrow's SmackDown Live to see who she's going to face between Natalya and Charlotte. A part of me said we might get a cash-in from Carmella. Don't be surprised. I'm just saying. We'll see. And then get the main event. Yes, this actually closed the show. Braun Strowman and Kane, which ended in a no contest. It ended in a no contest. They were fighting literally outside the ring, hitting themselves with chairs, what have you. They had a table set up outside the ring, like Braun was going to suplex Kane outside of the ring through the table, but no. Instead, they're both in the ring, and Braun goes for like the power slam, and he power slams Kane right through the canvas. So they make a hole in the ring. And apparently, there's a video going up right now on WWE's channel where Braun Strowman actually emerged from the hole. So Braun Strowman here, literally in a span of 3 to 4 weeks here, he gets put through it. He gets put in a trash can dumpster or what have you. Like he gets put inside, a trash machine, and he grows back up from the machine. And now he goes right through the hole of a ring and just rose right back up. Literally in just a short time. Hyping up Survivor Series here. Again, I'll say this, overall, as a go-home show, I thought it was very well done in Atlanta. Again, just some critiques here. Would have had AJ Styles show up to confront Brock. Maybe they'll do it tomorrow on SmackDown. Who the hell knows? But we'll see with that. And Triple H being the new member of Team SmackDown, Team Raw, two things will happen. Either A, we're planting the seeds for a Triple H Kurt Angle match at WrestleMania, or a Triple H versus Shane McMahon match at WrestleMania. One or the other we're going to get at WrestleMania. I get the feeling. And most likely we'll see a heel turn from Jason Jordan. We might see it. But guys, it's going to be very interesting to see. Guys, like I said, this week alone, I will be doing a SmackDown Live review. I'll be doing a recap of this week's NXT. I'm going to try to do a predictions video for NXT TakeOver War Games, and as well as my review of the pay-per-view this Sunday after the pay-per-view is over with. Thank you all for tuning in, guys. Also, by the way, Team Mail Podcast live this Friday on the channel as well. Episode 220. Holy crap. All right, guys. That's it for me this week for this Raw review. Thank you all for tuning in. Live, the playback, what have you. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. Also, the layout that you see, big shout out to Salrex Gaming for the awesome layout. If you are, again, a YouTuber or a podcaster out there and you want awesome layouts, logos done for your YouTube videos, your YouTube channel, your podcast, hit him up on Twitter at Salrex Gaming. He's done numerous designs and layouts, not just for myself, but for OKFabe, Solid Monster Sounds Off, Joe Cronin of the Joe Cronin Show, That Ass Podcast, Foul Mouse Network, just to name a few. All right, so go hit them up if you want some awesome layouts and logos done. What are you waiting for? All right, y'all, that's it for me. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven, and I'll be back next time. It's wrestling and whatever, y'all. It's me, Steve. I'm out. Brah.